Long before Iran became a nation shaped by revolution, long before the names Khomeini or Khamenei echoed through the streets, there was Persia. A civilization older than Rome, a people who forged one of the greatest empires the world had ever seen. And at the heart of it stood a single man, Cyrus the Great. In this episode, we journey back over 2,500 years to the cradle of empire. This is the story of the rise of Persia. It's the 7th century BCE. In the ancient world, power is fragmented. Mesopotamia is ruled by the Babylonians, a people of towering ziggurats and cuneiform tablets. To the west lies Egypt, proud and ancient, reigning beside the Nile. But east of them, beyond the Zagros Mountains, is a tribe of people living on the Iranian plateau, the Persians. They are not yet a kingdom, but a subject people under the rule of the powerful Median Empire. It is from this obscure corner of history that a world-changing figure will rise. His name was Cyrus, born around 600 BCE in a city called Anshan, in today's southwestern Iran. He belonged to the Achaemenid dynasty, a noble Persian family. His grandfather was likely a tribal leader, his father a Persian king under Median control. According to ancient legends, the Median king, Astyages, had a troubling dream, a vision that his grandson would overthrow him. Terrified, he ordered the child to be killed. But fate had other plans. The baby was spared, raised in secret, and eventually returned to his rightful place among the Persians. Cyrus grew into a leader, not just of warriors, but of vision. In 550 BCE, he led the Persian people in rebellion against their Median overlords, and won. The Medes, once masters, were now allies. Cyrus became the king of both Persians and Medes, and with that, the Persian Empire was born. He freed the Jewish people, held in Babylonian captivity for decades, and allowed them to return to Jerusalem. He funded the rebuilding of their temple. For this, he is still remembered in Jewish tradition as a Messiah. By now, Cyrus's empire stretched from the Aegean Sea in the west to the Indus Valley in the east, from Central Asia in the north to the Persian Gulf in the south. This was the largest empire the world had ever seen, and it had been. But Cyrus was not content with a single victory. He turned west toward the wealthy kingdom of Lydia in Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey. Its king, Croesus, was rich beyond measure, but no match for Cyrus's strategy. In 547 BCE, Lydia fell. Its gold, cities, and people became part of Persia's growing dominion. Next came Babylon. Babylon, the great city of the Euphrates, home of the Hanging Gardens and center of Mesopotamian power. In 539 BCE, Cyrus marched his armies to its gates. But there was no brutal siege, no destruction. Instead, Babylon opened its gates. Some say the people welcomed him. Others say the priests resented their own king. Either way, Cyrus entered the city not as a conqueror, but as a liberator. And what he did next shocked. In the ruins of Babylon, archaeologists would one day uncover a small clay object, shaped like a barrel and covered in cuneiform writing. It would be called the Cyrus Cylinder. In it, Cyrus declared his respect for local religions and traditions. He spoke of freeing the oppressed, restoring temples, and governing with justice. Some call it the first declaration of human rights, though historians debate the title. What's certain is that Cyrus's style of rule was different. He did not erase cultures, he united them. He didn't rule with fear, he ruled with fairness. Around 530 BCE, Cyrus led a campaign to the empire's eastern frontiers, in what is now Central Asia. There, he faced fierce resistance from nomadic tribes. The exact details are lost to time, but Cyrus never returned. He died in battle, and his body was returned to Persia. He was buried in a stone tomb at Pasargadae, a simple but elegant structure still standing today. Even his enemies, like the Greeks, admired him. Xenophon, a student of Socrates, described him as the ideal king, a man of both honor and skill. And Alexander the Great, centuries later, paid tribute at his tomb, sparing it during his conquest of Persia. Cyrus's empire would continue, passed to his son Cambyses and later to Darius the Great, who would raise it to new heights. But none would quite match the legacy of Cyrus, the shepherd king who became emperor of the world. The rise of the Persian Empire was more than just a military story. It was a revolution in how power could be used. Through tolerance, vision, and strength, Cyrus the Great laid the foundation for an empire that would inspire Rome, influence Islam, and echo through time. This was Persia, not just a land, but an idea. In the next episode, we follow the empire under Darius the Great, an architect of administration, a builder of wonders, and a ruler whose reach extended from Greece to India. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you want more stories from ancient Iran. Thank you for watching.